What's going on, world? Welcome to Mr. Dreams to Reality, the Vision Coach, Coach Justin Ford. I hope that you guys are having a great day. And I'm excited to have you in on the latest edition of the Rise Above Potential podcast. And I'm your host. Of course, you know who it is. I've already gave my introduction. And it's always awkward when I do that because I'm like, what? All right. So the topic today is, why is following your vision or following your dream so difficult? Why is it so hard? What makes it difficult? What makes it hard? The thing that I can tell you is the consistency and discipline that it takes to be good at a thing, the consistency and discipline to do a thing every single day. And, I was having a conversation, the other day with the length of time that it takes for something to happen and the length of time that it takes to develop and the length of time that it takes to say, okay, here's where we are and here's where we need to be and this is where we need to go. And that's one of the most difficult things for people is, okay, you have a vision or you don't quite understand what the vision is. And part of it is because you see this massive vision and you see it and you want to live it right now. You want to be in it right now. And I'll be honest, I'm one of those people. I'm like, I want it now, right? I want it my way, like it's Burger King. And life just doesn't happen that way. And so, with the YouTube, I really wanted to dominate the YouTube space selfishly, right? I wanted to be good at YouTube right now. I wanted to be the best YouTuber in this very moment. And then, I started to realize, okay, I'm going to lock in on Facebook. One, because Facebook is paying me, right? Facebook is paying me big money to be on there. When I say big money, anything more than $1 is big money to me. Because who would have known when I first graduated high school that you'd have the opportunity to make money online, especially from Facebook, and being in a content monetization program is so cool. Yes, I could be on YouTube, but the requirements for YouTube is going to take me a long time. And so, as my good friend and my brother Lemmy would say, he goes, you really got to lean into the thing, right? And so I'm leaning all the way into the metaverse. I'm leaning into uh, where my safe space is. I'm not going to say my safe space, but I'm a businessman, right? Sure, the long-term play is YouTube, but YouTube, I'm going to have to spend a lot more time figuring out YouTube, or I'm just going to have to build a team and hire out a team to do these things, right? And so, things have kind of transitioned for me. I'm still going to do my e-commerce store, but I've learned that in my building my e-commerce store, one of the big focuses that I have right now is being a vision coach and helping people realize their vision, or maybe say you're a person that don't know how to bring your vision to reality, right? Or maybe you're having changes in your life and you're just like, I don't know where I'm going, or I feel stuck, or I just don't know. I don't know the path forward. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. And that's very normal. A lot of us have that where we're working towards a goal, or we're working towards attaining a goal, or we see this vision and we're saying, okay, how do I get here from here to here? And a lot of time it's just being ungrateful for the moment that you're in. A great book that I would recommend is called The Gap in the Gain by Benjamin Hardy. Yeah. Benjamin Hardy. And anyways, I'll post it on my socials, but 10x is easier than 2x, right? And one thing that I'm really having to learn is to dial it back some and saying, okay, what am I spending my time on? What can I not be so hands in on? What can I step back and say, okay, this is where I need to go? And so being a mentor to the youth, I have a mentee right now that's going through a transition. And so, being there for him and helping him say, okay, where are we going? We got to continue to put our best foot forward. We got to continue to say, okay, we're striving for greatness. We're striving ahead. We're striving to be the best that we can be. We're striving to understand the direction that we want to go as individuals. And for me, when I first opened my kiosk, I wanted to try it. I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see that business side. I wanted to get the taste for that and understand, okay, all right, I understand now how hard it is. Well, and I knew how hard it is, but to build a physical business and do all the things to do the real estate tax, not real estate, the retail tax, and to build a business. And so now I can go back to the drawing board and say, okay, what went well? How was the foot traffic? How was marketing? How was the location of the establishment? What was the day-to-day like? And so I've learned a lot. I learned, to put business sense into practice and not just saying, okay, this is where we're going. This is where I want to be. This is how we're going to grow. And so I'm telling you all that because I'm not just giving you information about vision. I'm not just giving you things. I'm telling you what I've lived. I'm literally, whatever, walking you through, my journey and broadcasting my journey and showing my journey here on the internet, picture web, whatever you want to call it, and offline, and saying, I'm going to redo some things. I want to revisit some things. Yes, my vision is to be a multimillionaire. I am already there. There's some habits that I need to correct. There's some habits that I need to handle in terms of becoming the person I need to be to build my Fortex brand, to build my business. I need to become a better steward of financial management. I need to be a better steward of finances and resources, and saying, I need to improve in my financial management. I need to be better at dealing with taxes. But a lot of this stuff is really not fun. So this is where developing a team and having a team of people and people around you that can help you take out the vision, right? Take the vision to the next place. And I want to talk to you about, you're not meant to do it all. God brought us here to have community with people, have fellowship with people. There's people that's got gifts and talents that you're not good at, and you're not supposed to be good at. And so it's important that you understand the bigger picture, right? Sometimes when you're in it, it doesn't feel like you're doing it. I will tell you that I've been building a basketball program for 7 years, and it's taken me 7 years to get to a point where I'm like, I think I kind of know what I got going on. and, and there's days where I'm like, I don't have a clue, and it's just one of those things where you have to develop some focus around the things, and develops focus. Yes, I have a green screen. Whenever I do things that are not part of the green screen, it becomes real glitchy, pixely, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm gonna have to talk to Riverside about that in my customer feedback. And I have some things to get better at as a business owner. Like I fell short in my business. I failed customers. I failed people that have worked for me. I failed myself. And not because I want to, it's just because I'm having to learn how to be a business person. I'm having to learn operations, and having to learn to manage my time and energy, and building things around the things that make sense. Like having to be at a physical location, it is not part of my vision that I've learned. To sit there and which is good, but that's not part of my vision. That's not the thing that I visualize for Fortex. That's not the thing I visualize for myself. But it was good practice. Being impatient makes you lead decisions. Part of that is also saying, I'm going to be a person of my word. I'm going to be intentional about saying, hey, this is what I said I was going to do. I tried it. I tested it. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Back to the drawing board. And I think oftentimes we live in life where if some people are scared to do that, where they're like, I don't think this is going to work for me, or I don't think this is an ideal situation, or I don't think I should be doing this, that, or the third. And so it's important that you can able to see that, right? And so what is this guy talking about? I'm helping you with your vision. I'm helping you understand that it's not going to happen overnight, right? I believe in today's society, we want the microwave approach to success. Push the button, turn me on, give me my success, give me my $1 million overnight. And it takes time. Like right now, I'm studying myself. I'm learning about myself. I'm learning, okay, what do I need to do to be better as an individual? What do I need to do to improve my strengths? What am I good at, right? I'm not great at 30, 40-minute videos, right? My sweet spot is, I'm aiming for that person that's on the 15-minute break and they want to watch a 10, 12-minute video, and they don't want to waste their whole day, sitting around watching 40, 50-minute videos and then having to come back to it. Right. I want it to be digestible for where they can come back and say, okay, that was some good stuff. Let me re-listen to it on my hour lunch. Or, especially with the way I get the way YouTube is going, but the investment Meta is making with content creation and AI, and wanting to keep people on their platform and expanding their platform and expanding their reach, I understand that my profile, my content creation has to have some entertainment value, it has to have an entertainment source, but I know my market. I'm looking at sports families and athletes, and I'm not looking to be the gossip mill or the rumor mill, and talk about the latest things in the world, and that's just not my MO. That's just not my personality. That's not what I see for myself as an individual. But that's great for other people. What I'm going to talk about is evergreen content, and just helping people, coaching people, mentoring people. And so my great great grandchildren would be like, oh, let's go listen to Grand Pepe on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, right? And so understanding that it's much bigger than me, and then taking the people on a journey and saying, okay, hey, this is the journey, this is the process, this is where we're going. And so I think it's important. I think it's important to know where you're going in life, and not all the time we have clear direction. Life happens, right? And then next thing you know, you wake up, you're living a life you don't want to live, and it becomes so hard. It takes so much energy to build a business, it takes so much energy to build a career, it takes so much energy to keep up with relationships. It takes so much energy to care, right? It's really easy to, what's the best way to put it? To be reclusive. It's really easy to be a reclusive person where you don't go out with friends and family. You don't do those different things. And I get there. Sometimes I just need a mental, physical break from being around people. It's hard for people to understand, because it's like, why does he do this or that? And it's like, why can't I just be who I am, right? And I believe everybody should be who they're going to be, and the world would be a much better place if we live with that focus. Like, just let people be themselves, love them, serve them, inspire, live a life that pleases God and serves other people. If we do that, the world would be a much better place. And I truly believe that. And I got that from Myron Golden. But yeah, so that's it for this week's episode. So this has been the latest edition of the Rise Above Potential podcast. And I'll be honest, I've been dropping the ball on YouTube, posting on YouTube, but I've really been locked in on Instagram and Facebook, and letting those be my platforms for now. And I haven't done much with my website, my business, and to be honest with you, it's during basketball season, and so I'm locked in on the season, and now I feel at a good space that I can delegate and not focus as much on that. Today's episode is good. The biggest thing that I was talking about is why it's so hard to to do division. Because tell me, and message me and tell me if you feel this, if you're watching this. The difficult part is overcoming the habits. Once you get in a routine or comfortability, it's hard. Like, there's days I don't want to do content. I don't want to post videos. I don't want to create content, but I have to do it. There's days I don't want to do anything at all, but I have to do it. I understand that I must do it, right? To be successful, it's not about how you feel. It's about getting the job done. All right. Have a great day. Mr. Dreams Trail. Oh, do me a favor. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. I like the lighting of this video. Check out my other videos. Tell me what you feeling about this. I like the setup. I finally got the lighting for my bookcase, and I actually feel like it's the real deal, which it's eventually going to be. So, all right. Have a good day.